Previously on Cardigans.
I'm sorry, but he's dead.
It's a boy!
Jim, put down the bomb!
Have you seen my gorilla?
And now.
My name is Howard Malk.
And I'm Joshua Mutterpearl.
And this is Cardigans.
The show about life by two guys who like living.
Wow, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. About 3 days or something. We apologize, for the break. The
brief hiatus.
Yeah, we try and post daily, but
yeah, we here's a sneak preview of what we've been working on. Roll the clip. So,
yeah, that was pretty good. I think we're excited to air that bit.
So yeah, we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, that'll be very excited to play. No, but we haven't actually posted an episode of Cardigans in a very, very long time. Matter of fact, when we last posted Cardigans in the Oval Office, there was a black fly. It was a black fly that was like flying around. There were rumors and reports of this. And
the last time
we were in office, he messed with the previous president. Whatever. There's a different president. But that doesn't matter.
Well, actually, that's wrong. Yes.
Yes, there was.
Oh, yeah, there was. It's been that long.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's right.
Well, let's not get political, but the president at the time is Donald Trump, for those who are, putting this in their time capsule.
Dating the episode already?
I'm
didn't even ask it out.
It's somewhere in the 4 to 8 years. Well, I gave it away. It's the first 4 years now, so I wouldn't say 4 to 8 years. But, yeah, Donald Trump is president at the moment.
That is true.
Yeah, sorry for dating the episode. On April 28th, 2017 at 2:31 p.m.
I was going to go out with the episode.
What?
I said I was going to go out with the episode.
What do you mean you're going to go out with
You were dating it.
Oh, yeah, I was dating it.
That was a terrible joke. I apologize. Howard made that joke.
I made what? I don't even...
He said, Josh, you should make that joke about dating.
I don't even know what joke we're talking about anymore. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Howard has a story for you.
I do. But first,
we're not going to share it with you.
We're not going to share it with you yet. This is something you gotta wait for. This is a very good story. So, as a younger man, I don't know if you can hear those dings, but those are the dings of memories.
That's what it sounds like.
It's kind of like a boom. Yeah, something like that. So when I was a younger man, but also not that young, because it was after we released the last episode of Cardigans. Since then, Joshua has gotten pneumonia.
Oh, gosh, I didn't have pneumonia then? Yeah.
I've broken my back.
Howard became the godfather to my child.
My back healed. My face is falling off at the moment.
Oh, it is.
And also my fingers. So yeah, I'm seeing a doctor next Tuesday.
We just brushed past the fact that you're the godfather to my child.
I broke my back. I think that's equally important.
Yeah, that's true. That's equally as important,
a lot of big things did happen.
A lot of big things happened. But also, in a way, almost nothing has happened, In a way, it's almost as if...
Like we've never left.
Yeah, like we never left. As a matter of fact, if you're watching this and you've just now started watching Cardigans, like you've never watched Cardigans before, it may have only been this might have been 30 seconds, you finished it the last episode and then you came back and you watched this one. It's like no time passed whatsoever.
In fact, now's a really good chance to introduce your friends to this show if they haven't seen it already. Just look to the person to your left or right. If you're on the train, this is really good. And you can listen to us on the train. I'm going to interject this here now. On our new podcast channel, where podcasts are delivered, may that be the Apple Podcast Store, or my preference is Podcast Addict. I am a big fan of that for Android devices. You can download us on your phone and take us with you on the train or the metro is a train, or the bus.
The train or the metro or the subway, or the
underground or the tube.
Yeah, the tube. Oh man.
We're anywhere. As long as you're underground.
Listen to it anytime on a bike or on a different bike. You ever hear that song? That's a really good song.
Yes, I have heard that song.
Matter of fact, it's the best song ever made in the world.
Yeah, it is the best song ever made in the world.
That's the name of the song.
The name of the song is the best song ever made in the world. Not to be confused with the best song ever by One Direction, because that is actually just... They're actually singing about that song.
They're just saying, yeah.
They're going to dance all night, the best song ever.
Yes, the best
song ever made in the world.
Yeah,
that's the real song.
Not to be confused with the best day ever, the song from SpongeBob.
Yeah,
that's different. Equally as good.
Just as equally good.
That's right. Howard's looking at something. He's looking in his inbox.
I'm looking at emails.
Getting duplicate notifications from Gmail and inbox.
I'm looking at. Okay, no, that is not the notification I've gotten because I've definitely opened this email before. But I'm just double checking the. I forgot my videos email that many people have emailed us, and honestly, at this point, there's just too many to open. But I'll open one and read it out loud, and we read all of them. But
there's
like
too many.
There's too many to read on the show. It would be a whole podcast of its own.
But we read all of them at home. Yeah.
So this first one says
this comes from let's see,
this comes from the iTunes store, and it says, "Dear podcast owner, your podcast has been approved. You should expect to see it on the iTunes store within the next few hours." So yeah, download the podcast on iTunes.
You know, we always appreciate fan mail like that. You know, you guys are just the best. We love outreach like that.
So if you want to send us an email and have a chance of it being read on the air, that email is iforgotmyvideos@gmail.com.
Once again, iforgotmyvideos@gmail.com. Don't forget the email. Forget your videos @gmail.com.
What did you just say? That's lowercase I, lowercase FORGOT, lowercase MY, lowercase VIDEOS, capital 2, GMAIL, dot, period, that is, COM.
You said capital 2?
Yeah, the @ symbol.
Oh, wow, that's so... You're going to confuse people. They're going to think that you have to type the word 2 in all caps.
Capital TWO.
Oh, now we have to start all over.
All right, well, we can't.
We can't. We don't have time.
We only have like 6 minutes left. I mean, we have
we're
14 minutes left.
14. We have 24.
Yeah,
that's right.
24.
Right. We go to a math and science high school.
It's been a really long week.
It's
actually been a long series of weeks.
It's been a long lifetime. Oh, he's straightening papers.
Is it time for the story, do you think?
I think so.
Okay, I wrote the story.
Should we describe the graphic? Actually, no, you gave the title, and I'll describe the graphic on the front. Give the background of this story. And then
Okay, yeah. When I was a very young boy, and this time actually young, like about in between kindergarten and second grade, I can't remember the exact dates. Well, I think it's safe to say I was a child prodigy.
I would agree with that.
And I wrote some stories. And I have one of them here today. It is titled, "The Cheese Stands Alone."
Pictures and Words by Howard Malk. There's a nice little clip art on the front with a picture of a slice of cheese. But it's like a 3D slice of cheese. It kind of looks like a pyramid, except it's sort of round at the bottom, and it's on top of a businessman head. You know, like there's a little guy and he's got his arm outstretched and he's all happy.
This is the worst description.
The cheese has got a little smiley face on it. It's got
cheese
got
is
bushy
a
eyebrows. Yeah, the cheese. It's a business cheese. This cheese is strictly business. But also there's little like stink marks coming off the cheese, and there's little holes in the cheese too. It's like a piece of Swiss or something.
So while
the businessman has a tie. That's also
true. While it says Pictures and Words by Howard Malk, I must confess I did not make the picture. It is a clip art photo from Microsoft Word. And also, I did not make the words. Yeah. I simply rearranged them into something coherent.
Howard was also a pathological liar when he was younger.
Well, that's really aren't all stories lies in the end.
If you think about it.
All right. Well,
you want to take turns reading this, or you're going to read it all?
No, I'm going to read it all.
All right.
I wrote it, I read it.
I'm going to give my insightful commentary on it. This is my first time hearing it as well, so it'll be very exciting. So, without any further ado, the cheese stands alone.
This is a really good story.
I have no doubt.
I think perhaps maybe keep the interruptions to a minimum. Okay.
I would try.
Over there.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
I will try.
Once upon a
time.
time.
So like this. You don't want me to interrupt like that, right?
You're ruining the immersion.
Okay.
All right. So, once upon a time there lived a little cheese. His name was Little Cheese. One day, Little Cheese was playing with his friends, Burger Man and Corny Pop. Something bad happened. Really bad. Little Cheese started to grow mold. Then the mold made Little Cheese smelly. Burger Man and Corny Puff asked Little Cheese what was happening. Little Cheese's friend started running away. That night, Little Cheese asked his daddy why his friends ran away. Mr. Cheese, Little Cheese's daddy, said that the Little Cheese is getting older. He said when cheese gets older, the cheese gets a little dirty. Little Cheese took a long bath, and he sang, "I am a little cheese taking a bath."
Is that how that song goes?
Mm-hmm. I didn't write.
What's the rest of the lyrics to that song?
That's the song, and that's what he's saying. I am a little cheese taking a bath.
Does that repeat, or is it just?
No, he just sang that.
Okay, just once. That's just the once. You can only sing it once.
It was a long bath. I am a little kind of getting like a horror aspect of this story.
Oh no.
No, okay. So he's saying, I am a little cheese taking a bath. And when he finished his long bath, he checked everywhere to make sure he was all clean. He checked from his head to his toes. Wait! What's this? In between all of Little Cheese's little toes, Little Cheese found gunk. Mr. Cheese brought Little Cheese to the doctor, named Mr. Muffin. Mr. Muffin examined Little Cheese. He knew just the problem. Little Cheese had a rare disease.
I like that rhyming. Though. That's really good.
I think that was unplanned, if I remember right.
Little Cheese had a rare disease. It's practically a rap.
Don't turn my child stories into a rap. Mr. Muffin told Little Cheese to eat lots of fruits and vegetables. And this is when I started to get educational here. Little Cheese thought Mr. Muffin was crazy, but he had to have friends.
There's a list.
And the next day, Little Cheese ate an orange. Wow. Little Cheese didn't think it worked, so he said, Daddy, it isn't working. The next day, Little Cheese ate another orange. Anther orange.
Anther orange, as it says here.
Wow, ×2. And a banana. Wow! It still didn't work. The next day, Little Cheese ate 1 orange, 2 bananas, and 3 pieces of broccoli. Wow! It still didn't work. As you can see here, I was getting inspiration from Eric Carle's Hungry Caterpillar.
So is the moral of the story here that eating healthy food doesn't do anything to help?
You'll see at the end.
All right, fine.
The next day, Little Cheese went back to Mr. Muffin. If I remember right, I did actually say the moral of it.
I think there's not much left in this story. It better resolve itself soon.
Yeah. So the next day, Little Cheese went back to Mr. Muffin. Mr. Muffin said Little Cheese had to have surgery. Little Cheese had 500 surgeries. None of them worked. The next day, Little Cheese tried more vegetables and fruit again. He had 1 orange, 2 bananas, 3 pieces of broccoli, 4 pieces of celery, 5 green beans, and 6 pieces of corn. The next day, Little Cheese tried to go play with Corny Puff and Burger Man. Corny Puff decided to play with Little Cheese, but Burger Man still didn't want him to play with He still didn't want to play with Little Cheese. But Corny Puff talked him into it. The next day, Little Cheese learned a lesson. That Burger Man doesn't like smelly things. That explained why he ran away when I showed him Cheese is my pet hamster's cage. I don't know why I threw that in there. I never had a hamster. It wasn't named Cheese. I kind of broke the fourth wall there.
It just didn't make sense at the end. All of a sudden, we entered Little Cheese's head, and we were reading his thinking. But there was no introduction to that. We were just all of a sudden in his head.
Yeah. It wasn't...
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did I say that?
That's pretty... It's pretty crazy.
There's an open parenthesis that never
yeah,
closes.
that never closes.
Oh, the end.
Wow. So, I mean, the moral of the story is...
Burger Man doesn't like smelly things.
Doesn't like smelly things.
That's why he ran away when I showed him my hamster Cheese's.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter how much if there's a bad thing about you, no matter how hard you try and work and try and do what you can to make it better, that'll always be a bad thing about you. And
Burger Man doesn't like
nobody will
things.
ever accept you for it. So
No,
it's kind of pointless. That's the moral of the story.
Moral is Corny Puff, or Pop, as he is known at the beginning of the story.
Changes.
It just changed.
Well, I mean, it's like all the foods going through like puberty, right?
Yeah,
and so,
puberty.
I mean, at the same time, corny Pop is becoming Corny Puff, and that makes sense,
Yeah.
Sure, it makes sense.
He was named after Corn Puffs, I think. Corn Pops.
Corn Pops, and then he became Corn Puffs, which is that a cereal?
That's not a cereal in America,
sure?
at least.
Oh, not in, well, I'm gonna keep talking. I'm searching Corn Puffs.
So it kind of psychs you out at the end. Was Cheese a hamster the whole time? The answer is no. He was Cheese. I don't know who the hamster is. The hamster's named Cheese, but that's not Little Cheese.
These are like caramel corn puffs. They're like corn
like
puffs.
popcorn.
Yeah, they're like elongated.
That's actually that looks like rice.
Yeah, that's like a
like
downgrade.
puffed rice.
That's like a downgrade. That's a shame. Maybe when he's done going through puberty, he'll be something better than a corn puff. Maybe he'll be
corn pop, corn puff, corn flake.
Corn flake. That's pretty good. I think.
Oh, corny flake. Excuse me.
Oh yeah, corny flake. It makes me think of Corny Collins, from Hairspray. Maybe.
Yeah.
That would be pretty.
He becomes Corny Collins.
That'd be pretty good. That'd be a good deal. I would like that.
Somebody called me, but I don't know the number, so I didn't answer.
Oh. What you got to do is just answer, and just pretend you're not you.
No, usually they're like spam calls, and it's like.
Oh yeah. I don't know how they know my name. I'll get a call. I get calls from automated systems telling me that I have doctor's appointments in Cleveland, and I'm like,
how do you? It's like, this is a phone call for Joshua Motherpearl.
Yeah,
And
I get.
you have one missed appointment in Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah, I get like, I've gotten this so many times. This call. It's from, and it's never by the same guy, except the first 6 numbers of his phone number are the same as my phone number. And I've gotten this from like several different people. And I called them back once, and they were like, "Do I know you?" And he's like, "Who is this?" And I'm like, "You called me earlier." And then they're like, "No." And then I'm like, "Who?
No.
Yes, you did." And I'm like, "Yeah, no." And I'm like, "Who is this?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Who?" And they're like, "Yeah." I think I've told this story before.
Really?
And I'm like, "Who is this?" And he's like, "Yeah, yeah." And I'm like, "Do you spell it out?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Jay?" And he's like, "Yes, that's me. I don't know you." So I was like, "Okay, bye. Talk to you later." And I hung up.
Well, and the moral of that story is,
Don't call me.
The moral of that.
Oh,
story,
the moral of that story is
Burger Man doesn't
smelly
like
things.
smelly things. Yeah, and that explains why he ran
ran
away when I showed him
my pet
when I showed him cheese.
my pet hamster's cage. So it seems to be that time again.
It is that time again.
For the musical interlude.
Today we will be singing "Mr. Blue Sky" by the Electric Light Orchestra.
Yellow, as they're known by the trendsetters.
The youth of
The
today.
youth of today, yeah.
All right, ready?
No.
Well, we have to be ready. Okay, ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Sun is shining in the sky. There's not a cloud inside. It stopped raining. Everybody's in a play. And don't you know, it's so beautiful today. Hey,
Running down the avenue.
see how the sun shines brightly in the city. On the streets there once was pity. Mr. Blue Sky's living here today. Hey, Mr. Blue Sky,
Please tell us why.
you had to hide away for so long.
So
Where did we go wrong?
Hey, you with the pretty face.
Welcome to the human race. A celebration. Mr. Blue Sky's up there waiting. And today is the day we've waited for. Oh, Mr. Blue Sky,
Please tell us why.
you had to hide away for so long.
So
Where did we go wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
so
was
where
pretty
did we
good.
go wrong?
Man, well, I think we went wrong about, I don't know, a minute, 15 seconds into that song. I think so. About when my voice started to, I don't know what it did there.
Yes.
But, you know, we don't do it because we're beautiful singers. We don't. We do it because we're lovers of poetry, and the best way to communicate
save.
poetry is to sing it.
Yeah, it's true. Where did we go wrong? I have secondary. My printer's warranty expired.
Oh, yeah, that's also another place where Howard went wrong. So if you were interested in going over to Howard's house and causing irreversible damage, I would now attack the printer because there's no warranty on it. So
I prefer you didn't. It's my only printer. It's wireless. It works really well.
well, he can get another. It's okay.
I could print things to my house from here.
Wow, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I would do that, and I would like freak my parents out. You know what I mean?
I think my parents are used to it because I've definitely done it when they're at home.
You know, but I print out like really, really strangely. I just print out stuff that says "Hi, Mom."
That's your form of like texting you. Like,
Yeah,
can you pick me up? I need a
Pick me up
ride.
after school today.
Buy me a car.
Then she's just like, who is this?
Yeah. Who could be using my printer to send me messages? Nah, I think I've really only ever printed. Like, my teacher will be like, look at this paper. You'll need to bring it tomorrow. And I'll be like, I don't want to forget this. So I'll print it out now. But at home.
But at home. That makes sense. I would do that. You know, another thing that happened since the last time we were here, Howard and I, were, among many other people, were in a show.
Yeah, we were in Les Miserables. Les Miserables. Why are you saying it like... Les Miserables.
Les Miserables.
No, it's not. It's Les Miserables. Do you want me to pull up the how to say?
Oh, like with the lady. What's the you know the girl's name? It's like Sarah Says or something, or who is it? What's the lady's name?
How to pronounce? That's the channel I use.
Oh,
I don't know their names. I don't know them.
No, but there's one.
I've heard of Sarah Said, but I don't use them.
Let's hear this. I've got it pulled up.
Hold it up to the mic so they can hear you.
All right, here we go. There's an ad before. All right, no, we're good. Here we go. I hope. Here we go. It's loading.
Les Miserables.
Well, maybe
Les
it's
Miserables.
Les Miserables.
Yeah.
So I guess that's.
I used to think it was Les Miserables, but then I learned the truth, and clearly Josh hasn't gotten there
I've
yet.
been enlightened.
Les Miserables.
Les Miserables.
Les Miserables.
Look, he's wrong.
Les Miserables.
Look at the comment section of that video.
Everybody's just like, you're wrong. No, that's not what they're saying.
That's like
There's 6 comments. Oh, actually, the first one is this pronunciation is totally wrong.
Yeah, that's like me with biopic. I looked up how to pronounce biopic, and the video was like biopic, and then everyone in the comments was like, actually, it's biopic.
No, it's not it's biopic. If you make a movie about somebody's life, it is not called a biopic.
No, they're like biopic or biographical pic. Sure. And I was like, well, yeah, it's a biographical picture, but it's biopic.
It's not biopic. If you're out there and you're watching Cardigans and you're thinking, man, I say biopic, I agree with Howard, then what you should do is drive down to the nearest lake, enjoy the weather, have a lovely time, breathe in the cool lake air, have a very nice time, maybe have a picnic or something, and drown yourself.
I was really hoping you wouldn't go for that.
I'm sorry.
I was really hoping.
I just get really.
I was mouthing
really
to Josh, contemplate.
Contemplate.
That's what he should say. He should say contemplate things, not kill yourself. But he said.
Why? You can drown yourself but survive.
I mean, yeah, but it's not
That's
easy.
true. I would, if I knew that there was like a big, strong lifeguard who would save me, I would drown myself.
It's not safe.
It's not. Yeah, that was kidding. Here on Cardigans, we do not condone drowning yourself. Even if you pronounce biopic wrong.
Like Josh.
No, not like me. It's a biopic.
Sure.
Biopic. What is Howard's looking at stories to read? Go ahead.
I'm looking
Have
at
that 4th cup of coffee.
Okay, thanks for giving now behind the scenes at Cardigans how we know what to talk about.
That's not what we do.
That's not what we do.
We do sometimes.
We do it sometimes, but usually I try not to say anything except Josh has
so
far 100% of the time pointed it out when I do it.
That's true every time. I mean, I don't like to keep things from you guys. I think that everything should be revealed. Also, Santa Claus
stop.
Is real.
Israel.
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 It sounds like we're saying Israel. Santa Claus Israel is my favorite guy.
Yeah, Santa Claus Israel. He's a German Israeli.
Santa Claus.
He's a German. He's a German
Israel.
Hispanic.
Where's the Hispanic coming?
Israel is his last name, or it could be Hawaiian. Like Israel Kumulakawakaludi. That's offensive to his name, but I can't pronounce it. You know the guy I'm talking about?
I do not.
The really massive guy who sang Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Oh! Was his first name Israel?
His first name is Israel.
No, we already did a musical interview.
Yeah, anyway, sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one. So yeah, it actually says here that you can have about 400 milligrams of caffeine a day, and that's fine. So yeah, 4 cups of coffee.
Oh, I did my iBet project on that.
You did?
Yeah, we gave caffeine to brine shrimp.
Really?
Yeah.
I had to measure salamander egg masses in like a vernal pool. I didn't really like it.
What's a vernal pool?
It's like a.
Please describe for the audience what a vernal pool is.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I should probably explain mine.
Yeah.
A vernal pool is a temporary pond. So like it comes during the spring and salamanders have their babies, and then it dries up during like the fall.
Wow, that's really exciting.
So I had to go and measure, like weigh all the salamander eggs and weigh it through the water and be careful not to step on any. So many people stepped on them.
Wow.
So many
people just have no regard for life.
It made me really annoyed.
It makes Howard really mad. Annoyed. Sorry.
Yeah, annoyed, not mad. It does make me mad.
Probably mad.
Because no, the response to it afwards was like, we already took the sample, didn't we? And I'm like, yeah, but it's a living creature. It's dead now.
They're like, well, we have what we need. Let's just burn this place to the
Somebody did
ground.
that. We're like, you stepped on it. And he's like, well, didn't we measure this one? I'm like, you stepped on it. So.
That's terrible. That's so...
My colleagues, ladies and gentlemen.
We have what we need. Let's just burn this place to the ground.
They didn't purposely step on it, but when they stepped on it, they felt no remorse.
I know. Well, in the same way, you don't have to intentionally burn something to the ground.
Yeah, and then I got like really angry at other people, and like I don't get angry often.
That's unless your name's Joshua Mutterpearl, in which case he gets angry.
I get angry
you
at Josh a lot, but I don't get angry like I try not to, and people are gonna like be like that's a lie, and yeah, because I do get angry a lot. But I have good reason every time. It's because I'm always right, and people don't realize that. But we were measuring also. We had to take water samples and measure like that amount of nitrogen in the water. And we're doing this, and it's like the way you do it is you put powder in this water, and the water changes colors, and then you compare that to a unpowdered water. So you have the original water, and then you have the altered water, and you compare the colors, and then there's a number.
There's also a taste test afterwards.
Yeah, and there's a number that you say it has like okay, it has a 0.3 DO, or it has 7 DO.
If it tastes like
I'm sorry, not DO, NO. DN, dissolved nitrogen.
If it tastes like Coca-Cola, there's a 0.8 DN. Also, you're going to die in the next 16 minutes.
Yes, that's nitrogen is how you measure that, nitrogen in the water. But the guys I was with, they were like, okay, well, it's 0. And I was like, it can't be 0. That means there's no nitrogen in the water. And they're like, no, it's 0. And I was like, it can't be 0. And they're like, well, it's not 1. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but you go to the 10th place because that's how you do it. You always go to the next level. So if you have, like, if your meter only goes in ones, you measure in the 10th place and you take an educated guess. Because you can look at it. It's not like you're hypothesizing. It's like you just, like, okay, it's past 0, but it's not quite halfway there, so it's probably about 0.3. But they were just saying, okay, it's not 1, so it must be 0. And that made me, and they wouldn't, like, accept that you had to go to the 10th place. Because I was like, you have to go to the thing lower than that. And they're like, but there's no 10th meters. And I was like, yeah, I know. If there were 10th meters, we'd be measuring to the 100th place.
Yeah.
So they couldn't figure that out. And then somebody else came up to me and they were like, Howard, chill, it doesn't matter. And I'm like, well, then why are we here? If this doesn't matter, then I wouldn't be doing it.
And then Howard burned the whole place down.
I didn't burn the whole place down. It was
He
just
was like, it's just not worth it.
the one thing I hate more than people doing the wrong thing and not doing the right thing is somebody else telling me you don't need to do the right thing. Because then if there's no need to do the right thing, why are we doing it at all? Why is there a right thing?
Wow. Sometimes on Cardigans we get a little bit philosophical.
Sorry, I'm kind of like, I don't know, a little bit angry. I'm like kind of like shouting at the microphone.
Hey, microphone, we love you. It's okay. Sometimes we shout at you, but you're our friend.
Yeah.
Our best friend.
I'm not gonna kiss my microphone.
I wasn't gonna kiss. I got close.
You got really close to the microphone. Yes.
I like to whisper into the microphone sometimes. Freak the audience out. You never know what kind of sound you're gonna get out of Joshua Mutterpearl. It'll be really louder,
really quiet,
even louder.
Have you ever seen that video? It was every Mumford & Sons song ever.
You told me about it, but I didn't watch it because that's how it works. Howard tells me, "Oh, you should watch this thing," and then I don't watch the thing, and then he tells me I should watch it again, and then I don't, and then he shows me it in person, and I've watched it.
Because I want him to watch it. Yeah.
Well,
I'll show him the thing after this video.
Yeah, that's how our
then
back and forth works.
Next episode, we can give you our review of every Mumford & Sons song ever. This is the video, not actually listening to each one.
I think I'll be interested to watch it because I'm actually a Mumford & Sons fan.
I'm a very big fan of Mumford & Sons, which is why the
Mumford &
video is funny because it kind of points out their flaws, but they're still like a good band. But
they're a very good band.
They have their
motifs.
That's what we'll call them.
Like any band, they have.
I mean, they're not as bad as like what's that one that did Closer? The one that's like Chainsmokers. They're not as bad as the Chainsmokers.
Oh yeah. I know.
The Chainsmokers, their songs all sound kind of similar, and but they're not that bad. They're not my preferred choice. The Chainsmokers.
Yeah, that's true.
Who have I been listening to a lot lately? This is a lot about music this episode.
Yeah, that's okay. Sometimes episodes just have themes. It makes it easier to name this.
Yeah, have you heard the music episode? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You guys watch the Cardigans?
So yeah, my preferred music that you guys should go give a listen is The Shins. They released a new album a couple months back, and I'm really a big fan of their song "Name for You" by The Shins. That's my song suggestion of this episode.
Another group of people whose music all sounds the same. You can Los Del Rio, Soft Cell, Dexy's Midnight Runners.
Okay,
Right Said Fred.
Dexy has
and
some
they all
songs.
they all sound like the same because they're one-hit wonders, at least according to this website.
Yeah, but just because they're one-hit wonders doesn't mean the other songs sound the same. It just means only one of their songs was famous.
Exactly. So they might as well only have one song.
I guess so.
And that
But no-
one song sounds the same as every other version of that one song,
But
which
like-
is that only one song.
What
That was really confusing.
what other that band that did the one that Men at Work, I think it is, the one who's like I go to a land down under.
Oh yes.
They were not a one-hit wonder, but
Yeah, I
they
know.
they low-key work. They have a very like
But they
it's that song and the one that's like that one with the saxophone.
You mean the
Who can it be now? That one.
That was a really good. Howard should join a band, but not actually play saxophone, just
Just make
impersonate
the
a
noise.
saxophone, because he does a really good job there.
Thanks.
I think you could get. I definitely think you could get a gig.
On that note,
Wow, is
we
that
kind of
it?
did all the closing things in the middle of the episode, kind of at the beginning. But just a reminder, you can email us at iforgotmyvideos@gmail.com. You can like us on
Yeah.
Facebook, Cardigans the podcast. You can like us on YouTube or subscribe to our channel. It's I Forgot My Videos Incorporated at youtube.com. That's not an email, that's the website.
That's the website.
You can subscribe to our podcast
That's
on
true.
iTunes Podcasts or Podcast Addict or wherever podcasts are distributed, but not Google Play.
Should probably get like a Cardigans social media account. You can follow us.
We have we have a Facebook page.
Oh, that's true, but I mean like on other stuff.
Oh, like
you can
a-
also follow us in real life too.
I prefer you
if
didn't.
if you ever see me, just follow me to class.
But yeah, so
Just don't. Actually, that's a lie. Don't, please. Follow Howard instead.
Don't, please. I don't like being followed by people I do know, let alone. No offense. I do love my fans. My many, many thousands and millions of fans.
Oh, look at all the emails we're getting from them.
We've gotten so many emails. It's not even funny.
Ooh,
But
another-
send some more. We'll take them.
Send more. Every single one counts.
Maybe we'll get a PO box. We'll do like a mail episode.
Yeah, we just read.
Because we're making a lot of ad revenue here.
Yeah, we are.
Even though we don't have any ads yet. We don't monetize yet.
We're getting paid to think about having ad revenue. That's true.
Yeah. So yeah, we don't monetize yet. These first 3 episodes are like a free trial.
Yeah.
And
You have
maybe
to subscribe to YouTube Red to get the rest of the Cardigans.
no. That's not even funny. Honestly, okay. We're going over time now.
Wait, I wanted to say, pretty soon on Cardigans, we're going to be having guests.
Yeah, I was about to
So-
say, looking forward,
yeah.
we have some big plans.
Yeah.
We might be doing some food
You heard that? You heard that clip of that we played of
of what we've been
later
working
episode?
on. Yeah.
That'll be pretty good. I'm
So yeah,
excited for that.
someday in time and someday we'll come to that, and you'll know what we were working on.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna be doing big things on Cardigans. If you think that you or somebody you know would be right to be a guest on Cardigans, you can
Shoot us an email.
Shoot us an email, please.
Yeah, we have some ideas in our heads at the moment for the first few, but yeah, we'll take volunteers,
Volunteers.
but only if someone else volunteers you. Don't. It's kind of like a thing. So someone else has to volunteer you. So because we don't want people coming on and just talking about themselves.
That's true. That's true.
And it's no offense to people
And
who
it's
want to
not-
be on the show. And in fact,
Yeah.
you still can as long as you get
You
someone
can-
else to email
yeah.
us.
It's not that hard. If you can convince your friend that you should be on the show, then you can convince Howard and I that we're pretty.
Yeah, but
open.
if you really want a challenge, invite someone to be on the show who doesn't know about the show.
Yes.
And I'll reach out to them and I'll say, "Hey, do you want to be on our show?" And they'll probably say, "No."
And then
We'll go to somebody else.
We'll go to somebody else. Or we'll kidnap them and make them be on our show.
So yeah, send us an email with your suggestion of who we should have on the show, and it can't be yourself, at iforgotmyvideos@gmail.com.
Remember, the cheese stands alone, and
And
Mr. Burger.
Mr. Burgerman does not like smelly things. That's why he ran away when I showed him my pet hamster. I'm sorry, when I showed him Cheeses, my pet hamster.
Jesus,
cage.
my pet hamster. All right, goodbye.
Goodbye.